Let's see. It says I'm live. Hi, everybody. First time on YouTube. So, I titled the stream Liberals versus Immigrants. Liberals versus Immigrants, and I find the stream to be funny. Mm, Funny, laughable, whatever bullshit. As you can see, focus. Hmm. As you can see, I'm looking up news stories here about immigrants versus liberals in the recent debacle at Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard, as you all would know, hosts a variety of wealthy individuals, campaign donors, and political uh political politicians. Sorry about that. My first time back on YouTube. What am I supposed to do? So I'm going to start with a story from NPR. Waiting for my phone to upload. Bullshit. Just okay. Here we go. NPR.org. My pop-up ad, annoying as hell. A migrant flow to Martha's Vineyard has filled a. Oh, let me read that again. Migrants flow to Martha's Vineyard has filed a lawsuit against Governor DeSantis. Let's see. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is being sued on behalf of migrants who were flown to Martha's Vineyard last Wednesday without warning. Rhonda Churchill and Getty Images. A civil rights law firm filed a federal class action lawsuit on Tuesday against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and others for transporting around 50 immigrants from San Antonio, Texas to Martha's Vineyard without shelter or resources in place. The firm lawyers for civil rights, in conjunction with the migrant-led nonprofit ALIANZA Americans, filed the suit on behalf of the vineyard migrants and all simply situated people who are frustrated to include travels across the state line by DeSantis and the state of Florida, the group told NPR in an email. In addition to Governor DeSantis, the lawsuit also names the state of Florida Department of Transportation Secretary Gerald Purdue, and their accomplices as defendants. Let's see. The legal action comes after last Wednesday when nearly 50 migrants were taken on plane from San Antonio to Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts, with a stop in Florida between. The arrivals with no warning, and the local community scrambled to provide food, shelter, and transportation services to the migrants, said they were not told about their final destination, but were promised a chance uh, at jobs and a better life. Bullshit liberal writing. Ella's Americans exclusive director Oscar Tronco said that DeSantis used the migrants to advise a hate-filled agenda. That is why we have to take the steps to legally change what we view as not only a moral responsibility action, but what we believe is also illegal, he said. Also, wanting DeSantis and his fellow defendants to be banned from including immigrants to travel across state lines by filing misrepresentation as well as danger from the harm suffered by migrants on Monday. Warren County Sheriff Jamal Summerser said in news release that his office is investigating whether the migrants were victims of crimes. Across the migrants are victims of crimes. They came here to this country illegally, but Biden and Kamala should have done something about the border. You can't sit there and be like, "Oh, these people were victims of crimes." Of course, they came here illegally. That's a crime. They were snuck over here probably by coyotes. That's also a crime. I support these immigrants coming to this country seeking asylum if they're looking for asylum. But it's interesting because bourgeois liberals, particularly white liberals that live in Martha's Vineyard, are multimillionaires in telling you, the American people, that they can't afford to help these people. But these are multimillionaires and billionaires that live in Martha's Vineyard, and they're telling you they can't afford to live next door to these people, these 50 immigrants. Those are not just 500 people or 1,000 people. They only ever sent what, five, five, 50 people at best. Well, I want to say 500, but they only sent 500 people at best to Martha's Vineyard. That's not many. That's not a lot of immigrants they sent over there. I think it's hypocritical on Democrats' part, and I think it's brilliant on the Republicans' part. It's brilliant on the Republicans' part because they showed the world at large liberal hypocrisy. I take no stance on U.S. politics, either on the right or the left, even as an American citizen. I'm a Green Party member. But it's brilliant because effectively they showed the world that liberals are hypocrites. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't say you're a sanctuary city. You can't say that you are a sanctuary city and that no one should be illegal and we're going to defy federal law, but on the same hand, then complain about 50 migrants living right down the street from your 7-figure and 8-figure homes with manicured lawns and gardens. The hypocrisy is stunning. You can't have it both ways. I think the border should be secured until something better can be done. And these rich people should be forced to take in immigrants because you said you were a migrant city. Why not put your money where your mouth is? That's all, and peace out.